Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into GPR round 6 at Saudi Arabia. It's not Wildstorm on com today, it's me. And if you're wondering why I'm not driving the McLaren when we don't have a second driver, it's because I have hurt my knee. And I had knee surgery, so I can't drive 6 weeks. Which is, great. But yes, here we are. And currently, only 9 people in the lobby. I think we'll be doing short qualifying today. As we don't have enough people taking attendance because everyone is on holiday. So, before we start the race, I'm going to run you through the standings after the last race in Bahrain. Mercedes currently lead the way at the top with McLaren, my team, in P2. Ferrari are in P3 with Red Bull, a lousy P4, miles behind the top 3 teams. Alpine sit in 5th, Williams 6th, Racing Bull 7th, Haas 8th, Cadillac 9th, Audi 10th, and Aston Martin 11th with no points. Our top 5 in the standings currently are Gecko on 100, Focuser on 84, Elias on 72, Yusuf on 53, and Eagle on 49. Focuser is not racing this week, he's away on holiday, which is extremely frustrating for us McLaren fans. Savage, quali banned today. He will be starting from the back, but there's about 15 people racing, so hopefully he can make his way through. A lot of people, good people, aren't racing today. So, we are at Saudi Arabia, the track with the most turns on the F1 grid. It's going to be an interesting one today. I'm just going to listen to myself. Yeah, there we go. Holy yeah. Oh my god, what a concertina. Anyhow. Oh. Who is right, Chips, yes, that's gonna be savage. So far we've got Gui in the McLaren. He is an uncontracted reserve, which means he will not be scoring points for my team. It's because this Yusuf guy is absolutely useless and is never online to sign any drivers for me. Anyway, Mercedes, we've got Riley, who is also an uncontracted reserve, so Mercedes will not be scoring any points for him, but we've got Championship leader Gecko. Red Bull Racing, we've got both of Reece Dainty and Hamid JB Dodger. In the Ferrari, we should be having Elias, but at the moment we've got Volcano, who is a contracted reserve and will be scoring points. Williams, VCarb, Aston, Haas all have no drivers. Cadillac have Murphy, his first race was last week. Alpine, we have Night Owl only for now. Lyral Fusion is not racing. Worthless Eagle has just joined. In the Audi, we have Mr. Mine and AMS Devon. Here he is. Elias is here. So last week's winner was Focuser. Got a really good showing. We'll have a few DNFs here as it is Saudi Arabia. It'll be interesting to see how the regs will go here. I think there's going to be a lot of battling, especially between Gecko, Volcano, Elias, Savage. I think as long as Volcano doesn't bin it like he did in Equal, we could be onto something. Jamie had a rather disappointing start to the season so far, as has Reece Dainty and as has the whole Oracle Red Bull Racing team. They are 61 points, as far as I'm aware of, for Ferrari, who are themselves 33 points away from Mercedes. So that is 93 points away from the championship leaders. No, 94 points away from the championship leaders by maths. Precedes me. So they'll be hoping to pick up some points today, try and further their gap away from Alpine, who have only got Night Owl driving for them. He's had a really good start to the season, actually. Been continuously asking me for the McLaren seat, which he won't be getting. Happy Meal is not here today. Probably Liam's blessing in disguise. Happy Meal has had a really, really poor start to the season. Is part of the reason as to why Ferrari are so far behind in the championship. Mercedes, Gecko, as previously said, leads the championship. Yusuf had a few stinkers, so he's called it a day. He's not here today. He was hoping to have Fran reserve in the Mercedes, but Fran pulled out last minute. Of course, in the McLaren, my team, we've got Savage and Gui, who's an uncontracted reserve. Savage was close in the championship battle. He has now fallen away as he had a race ban for some janky ass actions in Britain, where he also didn't score points. So I wasn't very happy with him there, but I'm confident that he'll be good today. I think we're missing a couple people. Devil driver, yeah. Race done. You bum. Right. Alfie Parsons doing typical Alfie Parsons actions. Just fucking race me. We are just waiting on Charlotte Perkins. GPR start on time challenge failed. Unitos also racing. One more is Charlotte Perkins. Ready up. Ready up, ready up, ready up. Ready up, I said. Okay then, here we go. It's the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's time for qualifying. Hey. I need to get the chat open. Boring. Oh, excuse me. Devil Driver says, I shall be making a return this week. No, you should be returning this week, mate, but you're not because you're a fucking bum. Anyway, let's get the speaker out so I can hold up my phone. Where the hell is that gone? That's what's holding up my phone right now. Right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just retire, please. 6. But no, seriously. Jesus, ready up, John. Okay. We're basically discounting 2 people here. Savage and Devon are not qualifying. So we will be looking at what do we want on full track map, lap data on, telemetry enabled because we have battery, detail will be best, gap will be fastest lap. There we go, I haven't done this in a while. I wonder who the first driver out is going to be. So I think our main contenders for qualifying will be Elias, Gecko, Volcano. We could chuck Jamie in 6th because that's probably where he's always at. Night Owl maybe, Worthless Eagle because of the Williams. There's a good few people here who could have a big play and effect in qualifying. Few on outlaps now. We've got Mr. Mine, Devon and obviously Savage are on interesting outlaps for setups. Riley in the Mercedes in the fastest car. They'll probably put it in a wall like usual. Anyone else important on an outlap apart from these 3 softs? Murphy in the Cadillac. Oh, my game's loud. Mr. Mine. Jesus Christ. Why is he ragging it on an outlap? Ufert, Ufart, Woozy, .nl on an outlap. Devon and Savage are just mucking about, as usual. Oh! Halfway fucking dropped it! Oh, excuse my language, sorry, I shouldn't swear. Be professional. Oh, okay, so first, to start their proper lap, will be the Finnish Mr. Mine. I think he's Finnish. I hope he's Finnish and I got that wrong. Mr. Mine will be starting his lap. There, down the inside goes Devon. Go in the box. Don't crash, just go in the pit lane. Don't crash, go in the pit lane. Very good. Mr. Mine starts his lap then. The battery's really confusing around Saudi Arabia. It's one of those, like all of the tracks, new. And obviously with the battery, you'll probably have Jeff in your ear saying, "Hi mate, I know the battery's new, but, you know, this is how you deploy it." But no, in actual fact, it's really simple. Just Google Brendan Lee and follow his tutorials. They're actually quite good. Mr. Mine then, coming through the first sector. I'm not sure what a good first sector time is in this game. Last game it would have been a 32 point something. He's on a 33.5. It could still be the same. It won't have changed much. That Audi does look great. I really like the livery of the Audi, actually. Mr. Mine coming into one of the toughest turns on the track. We'll go on board. 46% battery left. He's managed it quite well. Just a little blip on the exit of that corner. He'll be first over the line. He'll want to set a representative lap time. Said he hasn't done much practice before the race. 102.8 as he comes through the second sector. Hopefully my voice isn't as annoying back as it was back in the F1 2021 days. Ooh, god damn. Anyway. Mr. Mine ran out of battery. Brakes. just after the 100-metre board. He could be a little bit later on the brakes and very early on the turning for Mr. Mine, deploying his battery right to the very end. He's going to come across the line for a 1:31.1. It's miles off where he'll want to be. Riley will come across the line to do a 28.8. It's not actually a bad lap time from the Mercedes driver, but you would expect it. He's driving the Mercedes. Who is next on their lap? Unitos. Could be. It'll be Gui, won't it? Gui in the McLaren then. Managing his battery quite well on the soft tyre. Strategy today will be a mediums hard or a hard medium. It depends whether you want to do the overcut or undercut. Gui with a second sector of a 101.236 as he comes through the line. Jamie behind, also on a lap, will go on board with the Red Bull driver through sector 1. Obviously on controller it is harder to control a car through this section. He won't want to be lifting that much through there, but unfortunately he has to. Going out, round in the final corner. What's the lap time going to be for the McLaren driver? Staying as tight to the line as possible, run out of battery. He's done 28.5. Great pace from the McLaren reserve driver in there. Next person to cross the line will be the Haas of Unitos. Looking very slow at the moment. It's a 1:31.8 last of all of the runners. Gecko, the championship leader, is going to come across the line. What's his lap time going to be? Is it good enough? It is good enough. It's a 28.1 and it's a brilliant lap from the Mercedes driver. Currently on provisional pole, but not everyone has set a representative lap time yet. Coming around the final corner. Maybe not. Maybe not. Next to be on their lap, coming around the final corner now, is Jamie. What can Jamie do? 102.1 through the middle sector. That is not good enough. He's about a full second off where he needs to be. It's actually a really poor lap from Jamie there. He needs to improve that pace very quickly. He's a second off Gui. That is really not good enough. Elias running the final corner. It's a 101.1 in the middle sector. It's a 28.1 and that is provisional pole for the Bahraini Ferrari driver. It's a great lap from him, showing excellent pace. Woozy putting it P6 in that time. Showing excellent pace. Next up around the final corner is, I can't find it, it's someone on an in lap. It was Woozy even. Reece Dainty coming around the final corner. Can he beat his teammate? In the Red Bull, he's flashing. He's out of battery a little bit too early. What's this lap time going to be? It's a 29.1. It's ahead of Jamie, but not by much. Next across the line with Volcano. He's been massively impeded there by Unitos, and that will definitely be a penalty for the Haas driver. Volcano looking slow anyway, but massively impeded by the Haas driver of Unitos, and he'll be absolutely living and swearing in Swedish. Next to start their lap will be Night Out. He's taking a wide line. Unitos has started another lap, but he's miles off it, so we won't go on board with him. Night Owl in the Alpine, having a solid season. Off of the battery as well. In fact, we'll go on board with Eagle. He's about to finish his lap. No, he's not. He invalidated. He's going again. Night Out looked a little bit deep into turn 1 and 2. Wants to break it about the black box there. Fourth gear, chuck it into the corner. Everyone will be coming out for their middle run soon. Really smooth through here. Feathering off the throttle. Little downshift to get the car rotated in. Upshift, opening up the straight mode, which has replaced the RS. What the flipping hell is that real in? What? That's so shit. Into the corner goes Night Out. It's quite a good amount of rotation for the Alpine driver. Coming into the trickiest corner again, we'll go on board. Hits the wall ever so slightly. Braking at the 50. We'll want to turn in. Turns in a little bit early. Gets the approach to the corner all wrong. He's low on battery. He's deployed a little bit too much throughout his lap. Back on board with Eagle now. How's he going to fare through this corner? Lifting and coasting. Braking at the 50. Really smooth from the Williams driver. That was a real perfect execution of that corner. Back on board with Night Owl. Out of battery before the corner. This lap won't be very good. Not done well enough with his battery. Eagle braking again at the 50. 6th gear, trucking it in. Really smooth applications of the wheel there by Eagle. Out of battery though, which isn't good enough. It's really hard to save battery around here. Third gear. Trucks it into the corner. He's accelerating out. Could this be a really good lap time for Eagle? Where's this going to put the Williams driver. Is he going to be in contention with the top guys? It's a 29.7, 2/10 off of a Red Bull in Jamie. In actual fact, the Williams and Red Bull aren't actually split that far from performance. Night Owl will want to improve his lap though. That was very not representative, and I think actually a very poor lap from Night Owl. Is he pushing again? No. Okay, next to start their lap is Woozy. The Dutch driver, evidently. He's coming into the turn 1 and 2 corner. He wants to get all over the curb there. Chuck it in, maybe a little flick into that corner. Get on the power as soon as he can. Deploy the battery ever so slightly. I have a feeling he's not pushing it. He is not. We'll go on board with Volcano then. Just as he starts his lap. Chucks it in. Third gear, little rear lock. That's not good enough. That amount of curve is way too much. Volcano with a really scruffy lap. Starts with their lap. He'll want to break it about the 50 board. Yellow flags. That's an Audi or someone getting out of the way. Volcano way too deep, invalidates. He'll need to back off. Really, really poor from the Ferrari driver there. Not having that first lap seems to really upset his flow. Gecko. He's in the same section the Volcano was just in. Coming through this section, it's really important to be smooth on the throttle, lifting and coasting if you can to save a little bit of battery. Really good. Dab of the throttle. Straight mode open for the championship leader. He's going to come to the corner. You want to brake after the 50-meter board. Chuck it in down to 4th gear. Get enough rotation on power as soon as possible. Little blip of the ERS if he's brave enough. Maybe not. Into the tight section now. He'll want to brake it around the 50-meter board with a little bit of lift and coast. 5th gear. Chuck it in. Out on the power as soon as he can. 70% battery save for the final 2 back straights. On the power as soon as he can. Straight mode open. Gecko. This lap looks really well put together. What's his second sector time? He's come through. He's half a tenth up. 6th gear on the battery as much as he can be. Can he break into the 27s and be the first driver to do that? At the moment he's not on course to. He needs to pick up the pace if he wants to beat Elias, because there's no way he doesn't improve. On the brakes as late as he can. 3rd gear. Chucks it into the corner. Straight mode enabled as soon as he can. On the battery. He'll burn. He'll stay tight. Is this enough for the British driver, our championship leader, to put it on provisional pole? It is. It's a 27.9. Picks up a load of time in the 3rd sector. It's really impressive by Gecko. And now it's down to Elias, who's just started his lap to try and improve. Gui coming through the 1st sector also. Reece Dainty coming through the 1st sector. Jamie coming through the 2nd sector. We'll go on board with Jamie for now. He's much better now. 101.7. It's more representative. Jamie on the power. You don't want to use all of that battery. Straight mode open. It's not the Macarena wing yet for Red Bull, as the EA have not updated it. 5% battery. He's flashing. He's flashing. When will he brake? When will he lift and coast into the final corner? Brakes so late. Brakes almost at the blackboard there. Jamie flicks the wheel in as much as he can on the power, on the boost. Is this going to be good enough for Jamie to potentially ride with the big boys up the front? No, it's not. It's 29.1. He goes ahead of his teammate Just, who's also on a lap. Back on board with Elias now. He's up with a purple sector. Elias burning the battery. The Ferrari does sound great. How late can Elias brake? What risks is Elias going to take? He'll lift. He'll brake almost at the black box as well. Flicks it into the final corner on the power as soon as he can. Is this good enough for Elias? Rivaling Gecko in the championship for Ferrari's Constructors' Championship title charge. It's a 127.9. 200ths of a second faster than Gecko. Gui finishes his lap with a 28.3, putting him in P3. Oh, he's put it in the wall. Spun on an in lap. What a plonker. The Red Bull of Reece Dainty put it 5th. Volcano with a 29.0. He's off the pace. Liam won't be happy. Unlike Happy Meal. Volcano could be getting a hate post. I hope this is not Night Owl's lap. This is definitely Night Owl's lap. That was awful from Night Owl. I'm not one to slag someone off, but that was dreadful. Night Owl coming into this sector now. Yellow flags because of Gui. Gui will want to get off the racing line to prevent giving the Alpine dirty air. He's actually going to give the Alpine a little bit of a tow here. Night Owl will be happy. I think he's deployed a little bit too much battery. 32.7 in the 1st sector for Night Owl. After these laps, everyone will head into the pits to get ready for their final runs. At the moment, it looks like it's between Gecko and Elias for pole position, and it will be between Gecko and Elias for the race win. Guido, going under the radar with a really solid qualifying in the McLaren so far of P3. Deal album. Anywho, night out goes P8 29.6. It's a solid lap from the Alpine driver, but there's time in it, and he'll know. Unitos in the Haas. That Haas just handled like a just shit. Excuse my language again, but there's no other word for it. Unitos. What's his first sector? 4 tenths up, as it should be. Done a 31.2. The drivers will start heading out. Drivers will start heading out for their final runs now. Unitos. Excuse me, Andy. Back in. 102.4. It's actually not terrible for the Haas driver. He's only 4 tenths up, so this is looking like it's going to be a 30.8, which is actually pretty crap. He'll need to find a lot of time. Oh, he's got no battery. Coming across the line then for his final run of the session. Unitos. Is he good enough to get ahead of the Cadillac of Seth Murphy? Unitos. With a 30.4, it's close, but not close enough. Eagle. I think he gets impeded there by the Cadillac of Seth Murphy. He'll back off and go again. He doesn't block Woozy, but Seth Murphy there needed to get off the racing line before that corner. Night Owl has retired. He doesn't think he's going to get out in time now. Here, out comes everyone for their final runs. It's going to get a little bit congested down at turn 1 if we have a look. Gecko leading the way from Gui. People will be looking for toes. Mr. Mine then has backed off. It's time. He'll be leading the way for his final runs. We won't go on board with Mr. Mine, but we'll definitely recognise that he's there. First representative runner for pole position will be Elias. He's behind the Haas of Unitos. Hopefully Unitos doesn't block him. I think there's a world where Unitos goes again here. He's out of fuel. He's got 0.6 at lack of fuel. So then, we'll run on board with Elias, the Bahraini current provisional pole with 29.7. I think he'll need a 1 to 2 tenth improvement to hold that from Gecko. Everyone is going to start their laps. We'll flick back and forth. Elias on the run to the line. How is the Bahraini man going to fare? We're going to go on board with him. We want to break up just after the 100-metre board. Third gear, flicking into that corner, flicking into the next corner. Really aggressive wheel inputs from a former F1 esports driver. Elias drives as hard as he can. He'll want to lift and break at the blackboard. Really important he gets good rotation into here. Doesn't clip the inside wall. He faces through it. It's all good. Off board now through this section. Elias really smooth so far. A championship contender in the making. Took a break last season. Focused on the fast racing. Now is back and demonstrating why he left. Coming through. How much is he up? He's down by a tenth. Gecko coming through the second sector. A little bit wide for him, and he's invalidated his final lap, and that is qualifying over for Gecko. As it stands, Elias is going to remain on pole, but he doesn't know this. Elias coming through this tight section. Fifth gear, pushes as hard as he can. 80% battery. Will deploy a little bit of it, but not all of it. Straight mode activated. Not the Macarena wing for Ferrari yet either. The man running number 77, Valtteri Bottas, his number. Coming through this section, he's 0.03 of a tenth up. Purple sector, Riley stays 4th with a 28.7. Elias, can he extend his lead? He's already got pole. Brakes as late as he can. Third gear. Will have been a wheel flick. Out of the corner, activating straight mode. The Bahraini driver, will he extend his lead at the front? He will. It's a 27.8 dead, and it's that 10th increase that I told you about. Would have secured in pole. Gecko backed off because he invalidated out of the exit of the final section. Gui stays P3, doesn't improve on his final lap. Eagle goes P5. Reece Dainty, he's the 10th and a half down. Is there any improvement from the Red Bull driver? There is. It's a 28.8. Jamie, 29.1. Volcano invalidated. Always down. Unitos backs off again. Your pole sitter, the Ferrari driver, Elias. Really good stuff there from Elias. A really impressive, well-hooked lap. Second is Gecko. Third is Gui. Yusuf, he's a fucking actor. This guy will be driving my team. Not permanently, but today. Riley impresses on his return with a 28.7, putting in P4 in the best car by a mile. Reece Dainty in P5. Eagle in P6. Volcano out-qualified by a Williams in P7. Really poor showing from him. I think that's wing damage, actually. Oh, Liam, pay up, buddy! Liam, pay up, buddy! It's wing damage for Volcano! Show me the money. Liam, show me the money. Pay up, buddy. Pay up, buddy. Oh, he sucks, bro. Just a visual glitch. Oh, grid then. For the Grand Prix, it's Elias in P1 with a 27.8. Gecko a 10th, 1.3 tenths away in P2. Gui in P3. Riley in P4. Reece Dainty P5. Followed by Eagle P6. Volcano P7 with the front wing damage. Jamie in P8. Night Owl in P9. Woozy P10. Seth Murphy in 11th. Unitos in 12th. Mr. Mine in 13th. That is the last of the qualifiers with, Chip Share Savage. And Devin, quali band in P14 and 15. Charlotte Perkins is not racing due to internet issues. Onto the race. It'll be interesting to see what varied strategies drivers do. Will some start on the hards? I have a feeling Elias may go for an overcut, but I don't think he needs to. He's the one in the position to control the race. There will be a couple of safety cars. I think Unitos will probably end up retiring. Sorry, Unitos. Potentially a crash at the front would be interesting. Oh, this is a long bit, because this is where we're waiting for strategies and what not. So, okay, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. It's lights out and away we go at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Elias still leads from Gecko. It's a simple superstar from the Ferrari driver. Reece Dainty makes a move down the inside of Gui. Volcano up a few positions. Gui gets ghosted. A little bit of contact there. The Red Bull driver up into P3. It's a great start for him. It's a really poor start for Jamie. Eagle and Night Owl making a little bit of contact there. Devin and Mr. Mine fighting. Savage already up to P12. He'll be on the charge, but it's Elias out of the end of Sector 1, leading from Gecko, from Reece Dainty, from Gui, from Volcano, from Eagle, from Night Owl, from Riley, from Jamie, from Woozy to end the top 10. Savage, he'll be looking to come through the grid. It's mediums for all. Apart from Riley, who starts on hard. We go back to the lead. Elias almost pulling the overtake gap on Gecko already, but Gecko probably deploying a little bit of battery. We'll get the battery on. 44%. Elias, basically no battery. That could be a mistake for the Ferrari driver, but will it prove to be? Closest Riley on the back of the Alpine. Savage on the back of the Racing Bulls driver. He'll be looking to get some positions as soon as possible. We go on board at the front of the field. Possible race strategies, medium hard or hard medium hard. That'll be for Riley, but I'm sure he'll go hard medium. Gecko, he's going to have some battery advantage over Elias here. Elias has no battery left. Will Gecko try and make a move into turn 1? He's not close enough. Reece Dainty, will he make a move? Gui, any action happening? There's a little bit of action at the back of the grid. Seth Murphy trying to defend from AMS Devon, who's looking to go around the outside, but he can't. It looks like Seth Murphy has a little bit of damage. Devon tries to go around the outside, putting the wall ever so slightly. Night Owl and Eagle into the same corner they were fighting on lap 1. Night Owl can't quite make the pass on the Williams driver, and he moves over to defend Riley. A little bit aggressively there. Savage really does need to clear Woozy as soon as possible. There's a move with Volcano getting Gui. I think Gui made a mistake there as he's lost 2 positions. Savage round the outside of the V-Carb driver if he can pull it off. Does he have that grip? No, he doesn't have that grip, but he'll look to cut back. Don't do anything too risky. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Savage round the outside of the V-Carb driver. The V-Carb driver making a little bit of contact with Jamie, and Savage, can he make the switch back? He can, and it's a brilliant move from the McLaren driver. Can he make it stick? The battery is a really sticky situation. They're 3 wide here. Can he get the move on the V-Carb, which he got initially? He can. Gecko at the front of the field. He's ever closer to Elias, who's got no battery compared to the 60% of the Mercedes driver. Coming onto the main straight, a move by Night Owl, a move by Woozy on Savage. Savage is out of battery. 3 wide. Savage keeps it down the inside. Can he secure the move? We won't know. We'll go back on board at the front. Gecko, he's going to try and overtake Elias, or is he going to be smarter? He's going to be smarter. Save his tyres, save the fuel, as I'm sure they've all underfueled. A little bit of contact there, basically pushing him through the corner. Would it have been smarter for Gecko to use his battery, overtake the Ferrari driver, and try and pull that 1 second lead? At the moment, they're stringing Reece Dainty along. Volcano, 2 tenths behind him, is Worthless Eagle. Savage struggling to make his way through the field here, especially with the battery. It's very tricky. Gecko 9 tenths away. Elias really using his battery. He's trying as hard as he can to get him out of straight mode. Savage now. Has he finally cleared the V-Carb? I'm sure he has. He'll try and push on, kick on, and try and get Jamie and Night out in the Red Bull and Alpine respectively. Reece Dainty now out of the 1 second overtake mode advantage. He's deploying all he can to get back into it. But Gecko and Elias are getting really close now. This is the battle for the win. This is the battle for the win. Eagle getting ever close to Volcano. Can he pull off a move? No, he doesn't. He backs out at the last corner. That's not a place where you really want to make a move. But now he's got a bit of power. Now he's got a bit of boost. But we're back on board with Gecko and Elias here. There's a pass could be made, but there's a pass made definitely by Eagle and Volcano. He's out of battery. Is Gui out of battery? No, but he decides against deploying. Now onto the main straight. This is surely the time where Gecko would make his move. Can he make his move on the Ferrari? The Ferrari should have good straight line speed. The Mercedes is just the better car. Gecko eases by Elias, or does he? 2 side by side into the first corner. Elias, Gecko, great racing, side by side action, and it's a smooth, really good defense from the Ferrari driver. Is Gecko going to fight it? No, he'll chuck it in none and hope and pray. Gui, side by side with Volcano, there's a little bit of contact there. I actually think that is a really poor pace to pass. It's a really poor decision to go for it there by Gui. I think he could have held on to his battery a little bit better and waited for a more opportune moment. It's just inviting Riley, who's actually on the optimum strategy at the moment, back into the fight. Savage really close to Jamie, and he will go for the move. And so does Volcano and Gui, but Gui holds it back down the inside. Volcano struggling with pace. He could get swallowed up by Riley here. Worthless Eagles stop deploying, and there was nearly an incident between the Williams and the McLaren. Eagle deciding against it. Gecko getting really close up the inside of Elias. Are they going to go side by side into this corner? This is a big moment. What will Gecko decide to do? He decides against it, and again it's inviting Reece Dainty still into the fight. Eagle and Gui were fighting there. Eagle repasses the McLaren driver. It's so hard to keep up with all of this. Elias and Gecko. Presumably Gecko will just keep it in none. If Reece Dainty was smart, he's got no battery anyway. 80, now basically 100% for the Mercedes driver coming out of this corner. He will want to pass him as soon as he can. Savage is through on Night Owl. It's a massive train back there. But we're on board with the lead battle. Gecko trying to make it interesting. Stops deploying his battery. Again, well defended by Elias to the inside. And Gecko at this point, you've got to start questioning his race IQ. Is it the time to go for the inside for the overtake? Gui repasses. Eagle. Savage repassed by Night Owl. He's getting a little bit eager, but the gap between Gui and Reece Dainty is increasing. Gecko really close behind Elias now. There's an opportunity, but he won't take it. Anyone going to pass down here? Savage will look for it. It seems to be his favourite passing place. Riley has also gone for it on Eagle. They're side by side. Savage gets the move done. Riley gets the move done on Eagle. Gecko again, really close. Oh, yellow flag. Who's that for? It's for a slow moving Woozy, I believe. Gecko, for the first time in the race, will pass Elias. They're going to keep it side by side into this corner. Who's going to get the best exit? They keep it really cleanly side by side. Elias, I'm sure, will drop behind. He'll want that boost mode. For the first time, we have a new race leader. It's Gecko. It's the championship leader, resuming his P1 position. Reece Dainty deploying all he can to stay with them. Jamie and Night Owl were fighting there. Unatos and Woozy were fighting with no battery. I think Elias will just look to stick behind Gecko here unless he has a massive straight line advantage, which he doesn't. Volcano and Worthless Eagle are side by side. They're going to be 3 wide with the McLaren driver of Gui. Anyone going to make a move down the inside? No, they can't. Volcano just gets the pass done. Eagle. Savage getting close with Eagle now. But Eagle, again, is really close with the train for 4th place. At the moment, in my opinion, our best place positioner here is Riley. On the hard tyre, sticking with the medium runners. At the moment, the overcut looks really promising. Reece Dainty has dropped out at that second. And that's not saving enough battery, really. As Savage gets the move done on Worthless Eagle. Don't rule him out. He's a contender. He was in the championship race for a reason before he decided to be absolutely thick as pig shit. I don't think Elias has got the pace to match Gecko here. He's really low on battery. He's struggling to keep it up, which is tricky around Saudi Arabia. You're flat out at least 70% of the time. But he doesn't need to deploy here. He didn't need to deploy there for me. He's already within the overtake zone, and he's deploying battery in city places, whereas Gecko, he doesn't mind if Elias passes him here. As Gui, double overtaken by Volcano, and Savage looks to go for the move on Volcano. Is it smart to do it? It is, as he'll still have overtake, but so will Volcano as he's a second behind. A move for the lead up, missed it. What a shambles of a commentator. Elias repasses Gecko. Back into the lead goes the Bahraini. Savage. He gets the move done on Eagle. They're still side by side. Eagle looks to be forcing his way through here. But again, Savage gets the move done. He's driving really, really well. Volcano back up to 5th. It's yo-yo racing, and that is what we see with the new regs, especially in GPR, especially on the F1 game where there is literally lots of training. At some point you have to ask, when is someone going to bite the bullet? When is someone going to pit? You could probably get away with pitting from lap 9 onwards, in my opinion. The hards are a good tyre. Who's that round? It's at the back of the field. It's UFRT Woozy. He's in the wall. It won't be a safety car. But Volcano passes Savage. Savage passes Volcano. He'll look to kick on to catch up Riley. Another yellow flag. Woozy is looking to cause a safety car here, which we don't want, as that would ruin the prospect of a race. Gecko really close to Elias. I think he might have got a warning there, though. He looked very close to going off. Elias has no battery. He's not deploying it, though, which is probably wise. Forcing Gecko into the move. Reece Dainty is coming, though. Let's not rule out Reece Dainty. Yes, he's low on battery, but he's been staying behind, avoiding the fight. Yes, pushing hard, but also saving tyres. Volcano getting really close. Savage clips the wall on his exit. Can Gui help out his teammate and try and pass to Ferrari driver? Volcano coming really close. Is there a move for the lead? There's not. Volcano isn't quite close enough. All positions stay the same. I think that's the first time we've gone over the line and that's actually happened. Savage. 3/10 to make up on this lap to Riley. Riley flashing. Riley has boatloads of battery compared to Savage's only 40%. Riley basically 100. Reece Dainty seems to struggle through the first sector out, in my opinion. Yellow flag again. It's Woozy again. And he just seems to want to cause a safety car here. And at some point you've got to say, pack it in, mate. You're going to ruin a great spectacle. Elias seems to have made a mistake. He's nearly out by a second. Seems as if he's been struggling through sector 1 as Reece Dainty actually gains a little bit. Can Savage gain enough to get in Riley straight mode? Yellow flag again. It's Woozy and Unitos. And not Unitos, sorry. It's just Woozy. Interval gaps. Elias nearly dropping out. Reece Dainty will need to deploy his battery. Savage has actually lost time to Riley. He's probably deployed some battery. Yellow flag at the back. Again, I'm going to stop going to it because it's Woozy trying to cause a safety car. And I'm sick of it. Volcano! Has there been an incident there? Has he been double passed? He's gone for it. Down the inside of Gui. He's pushed him off. It's poor driving from the Ferrari driver and that just screams head loss to me. Jamie. Gets the double pass done. It's smart racing from Jamie, avoiding the trouble. Goes into P7. Gui seems to have been passed again. Lost all momentum by being forced into the wall by Volcano there. It's actually poor driving again from Volcano, and I say this again and again and again. Reece Dainty out of the 1 second for the first time. Unitos bites the bullet. He's the first man in the pits. Not going to cause disruption to the lead though. Yellow flags. I'm going to stop talking about it now. Elias. Nearly getting dropped. Night Owl and Gui very close. Night Owl trying to keep it pinned around the outside. With the McLaren driver. The McLaren will have better grip. Found out there. Night Owl didn't have straight mode. That will be why. Not straight mode. Overtake mode. Ah, it's only modes. Fuck it now. Worthless Eagle out of the 1 second now. Elias. Getting close to Gecko again. It's straight yo racing. Woozy's finally called it a day, thank God for that. I'm sick of looking at his yellow flags. Riley in a good position. He needs to keep gaining on Reece Dainty, who has fell off massively since losing the overtake mode, which I'm not surprised about. Elias did not get overtake mode. He's been dropped by Gecko, who has significantly... Not significantly. Elias actually has more battery. Reece Dainty somehow has no battery. You know, Chip Shet has just gained on Riley massively through that section. Can he get in Riley's overtake mode? Gui and Volcano. Seems to be an incident there. It's not the first time those two have come together. There's a little bit of argy-bargy going on between those two. And I think it's fair game because I've seen it from both drivers now. Jamie getting close to Eagle. Eagle dropped off Savage massively. Savage, give it all you've got to get in that straight line mode when you can. Make sure the rest of this lap is perfect. 4th gear. If I was anyone now, I'd start thinking about fighting the bullet and boxing onto a set of hard tyres. Riley obviously can't. That's the advantage Savage has. He can easily undercut Riley, so you shouldn't spend too long fighting him. Will Elias or Gecko bite the bullet? If I was Elias, I would bite the bullet. I don't think he will. I think he'll extend one more, but I would definitely consider pitting. The Haas can make it to the end from here. Elias basically out of battery. Elias now does have overtake mode. Is either one of them going to pit? Is either one of them close enough to make a move? They are not. Savage, he's deployed enough battery, but he's within the 1 second of Riley. It's pivotal that he's done this, because he has boost mode for the rest of the lap. He has no battery, but now he's in boost mode. He has the extra advantage, 11 kph when he deploys it. Volcano into the pits, it's understandable, he was nowhere. Elias has gained on Gecko. They have very, very, very similar battery situations. This is the battle for the win. Night Owl overtakes Gui. He had a battery advantage. Devin ahead of Volcano. Devin's race has gone a little bit under the radar. Is Unatos going to get out ahead of Volcano? That would be really poor from the Ferrari driver if he does, and he doesn't. Volcano now in clear air. If I was Jamie, Eagle, even Savage, especially Night Owl and Gui, I would consider coming in to cover that off. Gui and Night Owl again, trading batteries, trading positions. It's all about working together and having the most successful race. Jamie 6 tenths behind Eagle. Under the radar race again from Jamie, but at the moment I don't think this is good enough. The Red Bull team need to finish ahead of Williams. Reece Dainty is doing that well, but can Jamie fulfill his teammate activities? Elias, he's definitely going to pick this up as he looks to go round the outside. What a committed move from the Ferrari driver. That to me signifies I'm pitting this lap, and Elias will be pitting this lap. He's deployed all he can for his battery. He won't have boost mode for much longer. He's going to indicate that he's going to come into the pits. Gecko will stay out. Elias is going to look to undercut the Mercedes driver. Here we go. Is it a good stop from Elias? Will he come out in any traffic is the important question. Reece Dainty and Savage both box. Jamie stays out. Good stop for Elias. He's out. Will he come out into traffic? I don't think so. Gui boxes. He double stacks. He wasn't aware of this. That might put him behind Volcano. Where is Volcano on the track? Behind Devin. I had a feeling he would be. Where does Elias come out? Into a lot of clean air. Reece Dainty out into a lot of clean air. Savage out into a lot of clean air. Eagle out into a lot of clean air. And has the undercut really worked for John? It hasn't. He's pushing Devin through the corners. He doesn't even make up any positions. It wasn't worth it. An extra lap of tyre wear. For what reason? Yes, he gets Gui. But does that really matter? So two Mercedes. It's the top four who haven't pitted, plus Devin and Mr. Mine who pitted early in the race. Elias gaining on Night Owl. Reece Dainty. Can Savage wangle his way onto the podium and keep his championship hopes alive? Will Elias get straight mode? I think there's no doubt he'll get straight mode. He might even pass him before. Gecko coming down the straight. We're going to go gap to leader for now. Elias 16 seconds behind Gecko. I think he'll undercut him comfortably as Gecko has a big slide out of the final corner. His tyres are gone. Should he have boxed when Elias boxed? Or should he have extended and gone with a differential? Very safe into the pit lane by Elias. He doesn't want to do anything stupid. Jamie should box. Night Owl should box. But he holds up Elias, actually. And it's a bit of fair racing there. Gecko absolutely jumped by Elias, and it's going to be a good 2-second gap, maybe even more, from Elias. What is the gap? It's about 3 seconds. What was that? Is a massive, massive advantage for Elias. And now Gecko has got to do a lot of on-track driving to gain on Elias. Jamie catching up to Volcano. These two will want to battle and battle hard. It's so game from Night Owl, but it didn't matter, Liam. It didn't matter. It's 3 seconds advantage. Gecko has to push his absolute little socks off now. Got 74% battery. Elias got straight mode over Night Owl. Boost mode over Night Owl, so it's really important he got that. As it stands, Elgas is your net race leader, with Gecko following in P2 net and Reece in P3 net. Jamie close to John. John has had absolutely no pace this entire race. It's been a really poor showing. I'm starting to think, who's going to get my hate post? I think it's going to be Volcano with a big hate post. Oh, I'm really hot. Here comes Jamie. Will he overtake him here? He won't. He'll stay put. It's really important to note that Gecko is gaining on Elias. Jamie, trying to get Volcano. John won't put up too much of a fight. He's got no battery to fight with anyway. Elias fastest lap. But I think Gecko's going to go even faster. He didn't, but he gained on him massively. Reece Dainty falling away. You know, chip share, no battery, but gaining on Reece Dainty, who has a decent amount of battery. Okay, no, 3 tenths behind. Full course caution is that? Is that Riley in a wall? It was Riley in a wall. And from a really promising position, the Mercedes driver has caused full yellow flags. I think it's a VSC. It is a VSC. Let's hope no one gets a drive through. It's a little bit of debris. It's his tyres going off and he's put it in a wall. He won't hesitate to let Gecko by. When is the safety car going to end? VSC even going to end. Riley is going to try everything he can to try and overtake Elias. And here we go. It looks like we're about to get a resumption of green flag running. Riley won't get close enough. Are they going to lift? Is anyone going to risk getting a drive through? Free Statey seems to have lost a lot of time. He's really being conservative here. Is Free Statey, and so is Savage. He's lost almost 3 seconds of Delta. Riley really close now to the back of Elias. If Riley's smart, he should pit here. And it's green flag running. Riley's going to stay out. He's going to try and block off Elias. Riley's going to give it all he's got. Elias is going to give it all he's got. It's definitely going to be ascending to the first corner by Elias. Riley locks up. He's got no wing. Squeezes. Elias side-by-side racing. Riley gets sent round. And that's the definition of a racing incident. But Riley has done really well to hold up Elias for Gecko. Riley now needs to get out of the way of his teammate. He does. It's good racing. It's good teamwork from Mercedes. Savage doesn't gain much time on Restantley. Restantley lost a lot of time underneath that VSC. Talk about Gimpy, Liam. That was teamwork at its finest. Have a feeling that says, what's this fucking prick doing? But excuse my language, I'm only reading the comments. Restantley has caught Riley. If Riley could hold up, he doesn't drive for Mercedes. Gecko, can he get within Elias's boost? 1 second margin. That would pose a threat. Hold him up. Hold him up. Boost, Riley. Boost. 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 Hold him up. Hold him up. Yes. Boost, Savage. Boost. Boost. And there it is. Gecko is within a second of Elias. And this battle will resume. Restantley's going to try and push his way past Riley. Riley now comes into the pits after doing this job for his teammate. Savage gained a lot there on Restantley. Riley will chuck on a fresh wing and a set of mediums. Volcano gets past Jamie. Typical, simple move. As it should be. Gecko, really close to Elias now. This battle is going to rage on until the end, but I think it might not. I think Gecko's got more pace. Gecko shouldn't waste his time. I think he needs to just get past him. Get past him and look to extend his lead. Elias is not quick enough. There was an incident between these two last week which saw Focuser come through and get the win. Will there be the same situation this time? Both have stopped deploying. Jamie gets back past John. Gecko 100%, Elias basically 100%. But because Gecko was within 1 second, he'll have an extra speed advantage. Oh, a lapped car. There's a lapped Charlotte Perkins. Will that give Elias straight mode for the next lap? He's got to play it strategically. He's got to stay behind the lap car before the line. And he doesn't do it. It's poor driving from Elias. You can see what he was trying to do. He just didn't execute it well. And here comes Gecko to pass for the lead for the 16th, 100th time. Can he get past him? Needs to go for the inside. Looks around the outside. Well defended by the Bahraini Elias. Switchback incoming. Gecko pushes him through the corner. But he's not close enough. Gecko really should start to look to the inside. And maybe doesn't want to force his way past him. But at some point, you've got to say and you've got to admire that the Mercedes driver is faster. And he needs to get past and maybe try and back Elias back up into Restantley and to Savage to try and score an extra few points for some rival teams that are rivaling Ferrari. Gecko He's definitely got overspeed now. Here comes Gecko. Gonna look for it. Can't look for it. Trying to go around the outside. He's got an extra lap advantage on the tyres. There's no move there, but he is. He's forcing his way around. Gecko gets a brilliant overtake done on Elias, but the two are still side by side. Will one back out? Yes, Gecko will back out. Wasted a bit of battery. They go. Ooh! Elias with a snap. Or was there a little bit of contact? Elias, low on battery, low on self-esteem after that little incident. Can he try and repass Gecko for the lead of the race? Gecko has the same amount of battery pretty much as Elias. If Elias is smart, he'll look to full deploy. Both around 0% battery. He'll stay behind him, try and stick with him, get within the boost mode, and come back once he's saved a little bit more battery. At the moment though, Elias just needs to stay cool and stay where he is. Unless he's going to go for a repass. It looks like he's going to go for a repass. Here comes the Ferrari driver. It's a simple move, but can Gecko look to repass again? He should have. He won't. He's a conservative driver as Gecko, and that could be why he's a championship leader. But he's literally pushing him through that corner. Gecko does need to put his elbows out a little bit more and get a little bit more aggressive with Elias. They are going to be championship rivals at the end, especially between Mercedes and Ferrari. Don't discount McLaren because we will be back. But Gecko is practically pushing him. It's going to be the same repeat of the last lap. Gecko will be faster coming down to the hairpin. Will he have enough overspeed to pass him? Yes. Will he go for the pass? No. Elias, not deploying his battery. He's in none. Gecko decides, nah, don't want it this time, mate. Doesn't do it. Savage, while we've been talking about the battle for the lead, is gaining ever so slightly on restart, but it looks like it's going to be a P4 for the McLaren driver, which is a great recovery. Gecko, getting really close to Elias. What's going to happen this time? Will there be another snap? I have a feeling there was a little bit of contact because it's unlike Gecko to go through that. Gecko getting really close to the Ferrari driver. He won't pass him again through here. But it's going to be on this straight. Gecko has a little bit more battery but low straight mode. Boost mode even. Gecko round the outside of the Ferrari driver Elias for the P1 position. For the lead, is what I was trying to say. I think Elias will look for a repass here. I don't think he'll have enough, because Gecko will be deploying as well. He switched off, Elias has kept on. Elias has now switched off. Has he got enough overspeed to go for the move? No, he doesn't. Savage getting ever closer to Reece Dainty, but he's got no battery, but neither does Reece Dainty. These two in clean air are really managing quite poorly. Savage, give it everything to get in the boost this lap, is what I'd be saying to my driver. Oh, yeah. On this lap. Poor turn one though. Elias struggling with a little bit of dirty air. 6 to go. Ooh! Gecko runs wide there. Is Elias going to have enough overspeed to try and latch on? He's got a little bit closer, but decides against going for the move. Little dab of the battery there from Elias. Number 77 driving the Ferrari. Taking my seat a little bit, but it's fine because I had knee surgery. Wouldn't have been able to drive anyway. Elias trying to stay with Gecko. Gecko has significantly less battery. Remember bar 80. Excuse the yawn. Stretch. Oh. Excuse me. Elias, is he going to look to repass him? Close enough, but decides against it. Got him in a amount of battery. Gonna definitely look to try and pass him here. Catching up a genuine car. Lapped car, Mr. Mine. Elias, gotta look to the inside. Doesn't try and pass. Again, these two, in my opinion, are harbouring us of some really, really good content. Come on, get your elbows out and do some fucking racing. Excuse my language again, but there we are. Savage. He didn't get straight mode. How? Okay, interesting. But he's now really close to Reece Dainty. It's the battle for P1 and 2. It's the battle for 3, 3 and 4. Green Volcano are close again. With Jamie as well. That's an interesting battle. We'll see how that develops. Running through the lapped car a little bit earlier than Gecko would have liked if he was to try and get some straight line mode. You don't know how off-putting that is, seriously, seeing that goes car, it's so off-putting. Savage, mate, do you want to, like, drive? Cheers, buddy. Elias has got a big amount of overspeed, but way less battery. He'll flick it into none. I would have looked up the inside to try and put someone off. Gui gets Volcano. Volcano's going to keep it committed around the outside. It's a good defensive manoeuvre. Oh, they're still fighting. I think there was an incident there as Volcano's now going slowly. Go for the move. Switch back potentially. I think there was a little bit of argy-bargy as Volcano's been... Okay, Gui, what have you done there? What? Intriguing. Elias. It's now close again. And we've been saying this for a while. Savage is definitely now close to Reece Dainty. And I think if Savage passes Reece Dainty... Oh, yellow flags! It's Volcano out! It's a full course or is it a virtual? It's a full course! Caution to end the race! It's happened again! It's happened again! John Volcano! It's happened again! It's happened again! And Ferrari are paying. It's happened again! John Volcano! It's happened again! There we go. That's my little chant for him. He's washed and he'll be all the drivers boxing onto the soft tyre for what is set to be a feisty end to the race. There's a weird 10-second penalty, I agree with that. Soft for Unitos, soft for Devin, soft for everyone if they are right in the head. Could we see an overtake potentially? Can we go for... In we come then. Should look to push now. No one will stay out here, surely. Gecko didn't cut it, he did well. I'll be watching that actually. Gecko into the pits, Elias into the pits. Taking it safe. Reece Dainty in, Savage go in the box. Oh, that was close. Gecko on soft. Will he get held up by anyone? Gecko! Oh, he lagged. Oh! Elias on medium. Now that could be the strategy call that either wins in the race or costs him the race. No, I can't understand that. No, I can't understand why he's done that. Jamie does the same. Did they not have any fresh softs left? Oh. Goy is getting banned, by the way. I swear, you say this every time. Can Savage potentially launch himself into race-winning contention? The safety car will be in at the end of lap 23 at the latest. If there is a lapped car in between, can someone tell the lapped car to get out the way? That'd be great. I'd be really, really thankful if the lap car got out the way. At Mr. Mine, please move. Thank you. Just had to, let him know that he needs to get out the way. Need to do better to get a driver ban. I managed to get Palfrey Parsons season banned. But I'd like to see what happened. All I saw was a DNF for Mr. It's Happened Again. So he will be getting a hate post today, actually. I'm sure he'll be thrilled with that. Yes. So, safety car should be in at the end of lap 23. I haven't had a message that the safety car is going to be coming in this lap, but let's have a look while we're here at warnings. Restart. Go to the left ASAP. So, 2 warnings for Gecko, which is a risk. Elias seems to have kept it clean. Reece Dainty with 1 warning. You know Chips yet with no warnings, that's my boy. Eagle with a warning. Elias says he doesn't have to. Now, in my opinion, if you've got a blue flag, it's a blue flag. A blue flag is a blue flag, Mr. Elias. Just because you've picked the wrong strategy. Now, I have a feeling there's going to be chaos. Gui took him out multiple times. Well, maybe ban then, but we'll need to see it. So if someone lets me on the FIA board, I'd really appreciate it. FIA board, me, Leo Erebor on the FIA board, great, good stuff. So, we're going to have a spicy end to the race. Everyone's joined the stream. As it stands, everyone... Lol, okay. Here, oh, Elias. You know what, if Elias wins the race, P and Panderson, you're going to get a tenner from me. Ah, it's written in the stars now, I've said that for Elias to win the race. Safety car will be in this lap, everyone would have caught up, apart from Charlotte Perkins' AI. That's not me, XD, that's the caddy. Of whom? Oh. Oh, whoopsie! Set Murphy, catch up, buddy. So then, it's the safety car restart. It's going to be 2 laps of an all-out sprint. When is Gecko going to get us underway? I think he should go late. If it was me, I'd go late. Or the GPR Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. When is Gecko going to hit the beans? Hasn't gone yet. Gecko going to look to go as late as possible. I haven't got a good camera. Now I've got a good camera. Gecko! Pins the throttle now. It's a slow restart. Savage, straight away, needs to get Reece Dainty. Elias trying to make a move for the lead. He doesn't. Savage down the inside of Reece Dainty. Reece Dainty getting swallowed up. Eagle, Jamie, Reece, 3 wide, 3 abreast. There's a little incident. Gui, a move for the lead. Elias is side by side. Is it an incident? No, there isn't. Gecko gets swallowed up by Elias. Here comes Savage. Don't look for a move here, lad. Be easy. Be okay. Elias has driven away ever so slightly. I think there was a little bit of contact, but there is still a way to go yet. There's another lap. These guys need to look to save their battery. Close up. As long as Gecko is close enough. It's a long, long, long lap. There's a lot of straights. There's a lot of chances to overtake. They shouldn't get too greedy. Get off the battery. Get off the battery. He's off the battery. He's got the most battery. Has Savage. Gecko, he's getting ever closer. Will he go for the move? He won't go for the move. He'll go into none. He'll get ever closer to Elias in preparation for the last lap. He'll have boost mode. He's on the battery. So is everyone else. Elias, he's deployed all his battery before the final lap. Is this smart? I don't know. Gecko, is he going to try and come past? Is Savage going to try and come past? Can anyone sneak for the win? Gecko, he was trying to play games, was Elias, for the boost mode. But what's going to happen now? Is Gecko going to go for the move for the lead? 20% battery, no percent battery for Elias. Savage has the most battery. Reece Dainty has no battery. Savage is going to go round the outside of both of them. Left 3 wide, big crash. Elias squeezed into the middle. Gecko with a little incident. Savage, switch back. Can he pull it off? Gecko 3 seconds. There's a big crash. Gecko remains ghosted. Now he's not ghosted. Gecko has wing damage. Savage, go around the outside of him. Man, he has wing damage. It's okay. Elias, he's now going to pull away from Gecko. Gecko has got a 3 second. And damage, and that could be the end of Gecko's race. He's going to try and stick with him as much as possible. Gecko, he's struggling to turn in now. Savage has to pass him here. He has to pass him here if he wants to get anywhere near the win. Gecko's going to deploy all he has. He's going to try and stick with him. Elias has no battery. It's going to be a straight shootout for the final straight of the race. Elias, he's pulling away. Is Elias going to win the race? I think it's set in stone that Elias is going to win the race. Savage with a missed opportunity to pass Gecko when he was ghosted, and that is going to cost him the race win. Savage, he's got to deploy, but Gecko's going to deploy all he has. So is Elias. Gecko's closing. This is going to be close. Who is going to come out with the win? A little voice crack for me there. Excuse me. Oh, Gecko hits the wall. Savage, capitalise. 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 Go, go, go. Savage has the most battery. He'll easily clear Gecko, but will he catch up to Elias is the question. Elias, he's going to come around the final corner now. Savage, he's deployed all he's got, but it's not close enough. Gecko forces Reece Dainty to the inside. Is there a crash? No, there's not. Elias, the Bahraini driver, deploying all he has. It's going to be Elias for the win of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The McLaren driver, Savage, comes home in P2. Gecko drops down to P6 with the 3-second time penalty, but I have a feeling there's going to be a review of that incident, and it looked to be a racing incident. Missed opportunities for all drivers there. I think Savage has to pass Gecko into turn 4, but less said about that the better. Elias takes the victory in the chairman's hometown. Let's get the chairman in. If we can, let's get the chairman in. Would the chairman like to be in? Let's go into the commentary box and see if the chairman wants to join. Normal racing, Grand Prix racing, comms box, join. Cleanest driver. Our race results: Elias in P1, Savage P2, Reece Dainty P3, a podium for Red Bull, Eagle in P4, Alpine of Night Out in P5, Gecko P6, Jamie P7, Devin P8, Gui P9, Unatos P10, Seth Murphy P11, Charlotte Perkins won't be classified, and the rest all did not finish. We've got the chairman into the voice chat. Oh, the chairman's busy. So, we've got Liam, the Ferrari team principal. How do you feel that race went, Liam? Why is it best race of the season? Yes. Okay, I agree with that. What did you make of the last lap? It was very chaotic. Did you think, obviously there was the incident at the first corner. Yeah, and I think we need to look at some decisions from some certain drivers. Go on. Anyway, back into this. I think that Savage needed to go for the move on Gecko at turn 4. But, yes. Anyway, well done to everyone. Good race. We'll review the incident. For now, it's an Elias win. Savage P2 and Reece Dainty scamming P3.